Everyone at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund wishes we were in Michigan right now with the wall that heals as we had planned. We know that our in-memory families in Michigan are disappointed that they won't be able to see their honorees' photos on display. But we didn't want to let the opportunity pass to remember our in-memory honorees from Michigan. So we've put together this photo display with our traditional reading of the names. We ask your forgiveness for any mispronounced names. Know that we're doing our best to honor and remember your loved ones. Michael Ackerman, George Adair, John Alkema, Leo Allen, John Anderson, George Engerbrandt, Alan Baker, Wilbur Ballard, Glenn Beckwith, Wayne Berquist, Ralph Black, Michael Block, Paul Blosser, Paul Bogar, Daniel Botek, Kenneth Brunel, Kenneth Buck, Robert Bullard, Robert Calhoun, Frank Campanaro, James Carpenter, William Castle, Paul Clement, Larry Cole, Russell Coleman, Norman Collins, Michael Collins, Thurman Kahn, Leslie Cottle, James Cowles, Teddy Craven, Robert Crocker. D.L. Crowell, Keith Curry, Ronald Davis, John Davis, Dennis DeBolt, Robert DeMulemeester, Bobby DeShazer, Michael DeLine, Larry Dixon, Larry Dodd, Randall Doctor, Daniel Dalbo, Daniel Drummond, Harold Durant, Bobby Engel, Richard Evans, Wayne Fairbairn, Dennis Felix Sr., Bernard Foyle, Richard Frankowiak, Joseph Friedman, Michael Frontera, Michael Frost, Dennis Furta, Keith Galloway, Alan Gehring, Paul Geiss, Philip Geitz, Michael Greenier, Robert Grubba, Brian Gunderson, George Haas, Thomas Hall, Dennis Hammond, Randall Hines, James Henderson, Charles Hensley, William Hewitt, Raymond Hicks, James Hodge, Dennis Huey, Robert Hughes, Patrick Hukill, Marshall Yeager, Kenneth Jarman, John Jendrizik, Alan Jerk, Jonathan Johnson, Gerald Kandelek, Roderick Keenan, Ronald Kiersmakers, Terrence Kemp, Richard Kilbourne, Michael King, Donald Kingrey, Ronald Kingsley, Roy Knight Jr., Michael Coase, Lloyd Krupp, Standy Kukla, Ralph Kulpa, John Ladensack, Kenneth Loudenslager, James Lavis, Dennis Leans, Walter Leuenberger, Bruce Lewis, Guy Lewis, William Litton, Lenny Livermore, Gary Lloyd, Gary Loncharik, Leonard Lordy, James McGregor, Eugene Marbiter, Van Martin, Roger Mason, John McKay, Randall Miller, Paul Mitchell, Donald Mitchell, William Montanati, William Mooney, Gerald Moore, Richard Moore, Daniel Morrison, William Morton, Joseph Mudd, Anthony Musto, David Newhouse, Henry Nieto, Leon Nowitzki, Michael Obrecht, Bruce Owen, Louis Palmerly, John Patton, Wayne Paulise, Michael Pingelli, Charles Perkins, Warren Peterson, Thomas Pobance, Kenneth Pullman, Raymond Pomeroy, James Pope, John Porth, David Prieb, Terry Prout, Timothy Quain, James Reed, Ralph Reinhardt III, David Redderstorff, Michael Reynolds, Paul Richardson, Gilbert Ryder, James Rivard, James Robinson, Larry Robinson, Philip Rochester, Gary Rossman, Dennis Roxbury, Brian Saling, William Sampy, Lawrence Sauger, Ronald Schnapp, Howard Schultz, Thomas Smith, Ralph Smith, Leonard Smith, Philip Smith, Edward Smith, Thomas Sneed, Ronald Sokolovic, Malcolm Stanford, Randall Steffen, Dallas Stevenson, Victor Stoneburner, Douglas Sulik, George Sarawi, Gary Taggart, Robert Teed, Owen Tomlinson, Robert Trigger, Dennis Troughton, Brian Van Washnova, Leslie Vietz, Martin Williker III, Dale Williams, Emmanuel Williams, Daniel Wing, Charles Winquist, William Wolfe, Larry Woodard, David Wuckert, Jerome Yeager, Richard Yopek, Jackie Young, Douglas Young, Robert Zillinger, John Zodima. VVMF's In Memory program honors those who served in Vietnam, returned home, and later died. A ceremony is held each year on the site of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. to induct new veterans into the In Memory Honor Roll. To learn more or to nominate your Vietnam veteran to be honored for their service and sacrifice, please visit our website.